So let's make yellow the new green in Saratoga Springs.
There you go. New tonight, tinderbox conditions across Utah have local leaders taking some drastic measures, and some city parks are going to pay the price. Communities and cities announcing new restrictions as our dire drought continues.
They're trying to save precious water and prevent more wildfires. We have team coverage, including Salt Lake City's new ban on fireworks.
First, though, we start things off with Ladd Egan in Saratoga Springs, where the city's letting some parks go brown. Ladd?
Yeah, that's right. This is Pinnacle Park here in Saratoga Springs. You can look right now, it's looking really good, very green. But soon, the city telling me some of this grass will be brown as they cut way back on watering because this park isn't normally used for sporting events.
You can see it's not that emerald green, but it's starting to slowly get to that dormant state.
On a normal year, it's Rick Kennington's job to keep the parks looking perfect in Saratoga Springs.
You water it, you aerate it, and you worked hard, and all of a sudden now it's like, let's not let it water, let's let it look brown.
This summer, he's coming to terms with letting the turf go dormant in some parks.
You have to have the mindset that that grass will come back. It can be reestablished.
The priority is just playable fields.
The city will prioritize water for lawns used specifically for recreation programming. For example, you can see how this field used for youth baseball is still plenty green.
We want the kids to be safe and have that buffer of the turf while they're playing games. But we are going to allow those unnecessary spaces to enter a dormant state.
The surface grass in other parks will turn yellow and brown, watered just enough to keep the roots alive for future years.
And you pull up and you feel a good solid root. And if you're not pulling up grass, then you know that it's still intact and it's still pretty healthy.
The city hopes that by leading by example, homeowners will follow suit with their own yards.
And what we're hoping that they learn is that it's okay to let it go this year. So let's make yellow the new green in Saratoga Springs.
So as the city cuts back on watering, they are going to be concerned about the trees and making sure that they stay healthy. The Parks Department says they'll go around, even water the trees one by one if needed. And Mike, you know, another tip from the Parks Department, if you decide at your own yard to cut back or even let the grass go dormant, they say you've got to make sure that you leave the grass a little bit longer. Here they're keeping about 4.5 inches. That's to protect the roots from the sun and heat.
Yellow's been the new green in my house for a long time, not for lack of water, just because. So, all right, we'll see what happens, how things look, and it's all for good reason. Thanks, Ladd.